Okay, welcome back guys. We're going to do the rectangular pattern. Okay, let's start. Okay, it's exercise. You'll recognize the exercise that I sent to you. So I'm going to start with a 2-point rectangle, or we can make that a center point rectangle. Okay, there's a 2-point center rectangle. I'm going to say escape and enter. Click in the center and then move sideways. I'm going to dimension it. We've got 50 millimeters and we've got a radius of 15. So I'm only going to draw half of it because I'm going to use mirror. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to dimension half of it, which is 25 plus 15 is 40. Okay, click on front. Let's get rid of these center lines. Okay, there we have 40. The total width there is 140. 140. That's 140. And I can see that we need 2 fillets on the side. So I'm going to go back to create fillet, and my fillets is 15 millimeters. Click on one line, move over to the next one and click again. This is all left click. There's your tangents showing perfect connections by these yellow points, 1 and 2. Same there, we are happy with that. Okay, now we're going to gun for the center. I can see that looks like a half polygon. So let's go to rectangle. And I'm going to go to polygon. That looks like a hexagon to me. So I'm going to go to the center, search for the center. There's the center. I'm clicking on it and I'm opening my hexagon. Let's rotate the hexagon. And that's what we have. The side they require there is, we only want 6 sides, so yes, you can change the sides that you want. If you go look at the polygon, there's the 6. You can change it to any number. So let's dimension this one of the sides. That side there is 54. Enter. There we go. And then from there, from this point, we're having a half a circle, which I'm going to use the center point arc tool. There's my center. I'm clicking on it, moving out to the side. Click again. Then I'm drawing. I'm moving, and then touch down, and then click again. Okay, let's dimension that circle or semicircle. Our dimension for the semicircle is 30. And that's what we have so far. I'm going to delete these sides. Click delete. Click and press delete. And there we have it. And I'm going to trim as well. Beautiful. Now there's my line that I'm going to mirror with. Okay, let's make this a bit smaller. I'm taking it up. This, when you roll the mouse wheel, you can enlarge it. When you move it forward, it will become small. Move it backwards, it will become larger. Click the mouse wheel and then drag. You can move it anywhere on the screen. Okay, I'm going to go and go to pattern, mirror. I'm going to select the geometry. Don't click on this button, it will always be blue. So let me highlight what I want to mirror. Let's say up till there. Okay, these two needs to be in, and I want to mirror it across that line. So I'm going to click mirror and then select my line and then click apply. Done. There's my mirror. Okay, now this line will have to go now. Delete. I'm pressing escape and then click on the line and then I press delete. Now we're having these shapes. I'm going to go to circle. We just go to polygon. These slots. There's some slots there, so you can go straight to the slot instead of drawing it. Okay, so you click on that. Let me just go select again. Slot. Click. That's the length of the slot. Okay. And then click and then go downwards. And then click again. Let's put in the dimensions. The dimension for the slot at that point there is 20. The radius that we're having there is 6. Now, watch what's going to happen here. We're going to rectangular pattern this. Click on the pattern toolbar. Click on rectangular. Now, your geometry that it's looking for is your actual slot. So we're going to highlight this slot. Our slot is highlighted. Now we're going to go to direction number 1. So I'm going to click on the arrow there for direction number 1, and I'm going to click on a line. You can either choose a horizontal line or vertical. I'm choosing direction number 1 as vertical. So I'm clicking on that one, vertical. But you guys can see the shape is appearing there and it's showing upwards. It needs to go down. So where you have direction number 1, you have your inverse, your flip button. So when you click it, it will show that it's going down. But we do not need 2. We don't need 2. We need 3. Okay, so we've got 3 and it's going down. But the distance between them is not proper. So we need to look at the distance between these. We've got 50 millimeters. The distance between them is 25 millimeters. So I'm going to highlight this distance and type in 25. There we have our 3 going down in a vertical direction. Now, that very same geometry, these 3 will be copied over to the right hand side. So I'm going to go to direction number 2, clicking on my arrow, and I'm choosing any horizontal line. Let's say we choose that one. It's going in that direction, so we're happy. If it was the wrong direction, we could have flipped it, but that's the right direction. How many do we need? We need 3 of these rows. So we type in 3. What's the distance between them? We need to know what's the distance from one to the other. Okay. If you do not know it and you do not have your calculator, you can test and say like, okay, let's see 20. 20 doesn't look that good. Let's look at 40. Okay, until you get the required distance. Let's look at 45. 45 is actually perfect. Let's say okay. E for extrude. You can change the, I like my double extrude. Let's say we say 2 millimeters. Let's say it's a rasp where you can rasp some things. I don't know, whatever you can use it for. It can be a plate with multiple holes where you have gaskets, or you need to pump fluid through these holes for cooling purposes. It depends. It can be a gasket or whatever. Okay, let's say okay. And then let's give it a color. Lead.